Hey, hey! How are you all doing? I apologize if my hair looks crazy. I just came in from taking the trash down and I had to have my hood up because it's raining here. Yeah, it's been a couple of weeks since I've posted anything other than Amberlynn Reed content, and I wanted to just give an update. And I don't really have any videos for right now, so I thought I might just kind of do a little story time for like where I'm coming from and where I started on this trying to lose weight journey and get healthier. I do have numbers to give as well for weeks 11 and 12, which are March 13th through March 26th. I have some videos that I'm working on. They're mostly either house stuff that I'm trying to do stuff for, some Legos. We all love a Lego moment, and some Greg Doucette cookbook review. So I have stuff in progress. They're just not ready yet because the house stuff is taking me some time. But anyway, the last 2 weeks have been kind of rough as far as like how I've been feeling. My sinuses have just been crazy. I've had sinus headaches this past weekend. I was dizzy and nauseous, so I didn't get anything done that I wanted to really. I bought some groceries. I rented a car for this week, this current week. That'll be a different video. But yeah, it's just been kind of a rough week. But anyway, where I've started from, so the starting weight when I started this YouTube channel wasn't really my starting weight. Back in 2020, before the pandemic, in January, I was laid off from my job along with some other people, and I was looking for work, and then the pandemic hit, and couldn't go anywhere. I wasn't working. I couldn't go anywhere. I didn't have anybody to talk to really. It really took a toll on my mental health, and I was really struggling. Thank goodness for Animal Crossing in 2020. Animal Crossing got me through the pandemic. I just want to throw in a quick note here. I didn't have anybody to talk to really in person, but my former co-workers at my job that I had been laid off for, there were so many of us, and I had so many great friends from there that we were calling and checking in on each other and just making sure that we were all doing okay. So I didn't really have anybody in person to talk to, but I was able to have phone calls and like team or Zoom calls with people that I used to work with. I really miss those people. They really were like a family to me, and I still see a lot of them and talk to a lot of them. So they were there during the pandemic for me, and I was there for them as well. So those were some good connections that I was still able to maintain, and people were calling and checking on me, so that was a positive, and that did help my mental state quite a bit. And the struggles having to deal with that, and just my activity level was 0, and I gained like almost 40 pounds during the pandemic. So when I went to my endocrinologist in September of 2020, I weighed, according to their scale, like 329. And of course I was wearing my tennis shoes and jeans, and we all know fat people's jeans have a lot of fabric and they're heavy. So I don't know why I have my headset on. I'm using my camera to record my GoPro. So I was probably closer to like 323, which was what I'd weighed in at on my scale at home, about 323. And my endocrinologist, so I have hypothyroidism, so my metabolism isn't the greatest to begin with, but if I'm active, which I'm not right now, unfortunately. I should be, and I know I should be. But if I'm active, then I can drop weight a little quicker. But he was like, well, he's like, I understand. He's like, let's up your dosage of your levothyroxine, and if you can lose some weight, we'll see what the level needs to be. So I felt like a huge lump. It was awful. Sorry, some lights went off here in front of me. And even more depressed that I just let myself gain so much weight. But then in 2021, I was able to find a job in October of 2020, so that really helped, help kind of boost my mental state. So then in 2021, I started looking for a house, and I found a house that I'm in now, bought it, and I was over here like as soon as I closed on it, I was over here like every night, like painting and doing stuff. And when I was at my apartment, I was working on packing. So I was really, really active, and I wasn't eating as well as I should have been, but I was super active. So within that like month, and maybe starting a little bit before, I was able to lose all the weight that I gained during the pandemic, and I was back down to my pre-pandemic weight of like 289. Now it's a struggle for me to get below the 280s, and I've been kind of hovering between this 281, 285-ish range for the past like 7 months, and it's frustrating because I think I'm eating okay. I'm probably really not, but it's hard to buy a lot of like fresh fruits and vegetables and have them not go bad, whenever you're just trying to feed one person. And I don't want to go to the grocery store every other day to get, fresh fruits and vegetables. And I go through phases where I cook, and then I go through phases where I just don't want to cook and I want it to be easier. So like microwave meals, or like Freshly or something that's just easier, or my crock pot where I can make like chili or something, and it'll last me for 3, 4, or 5 meals. So the reason I made this channel, well, other than the reactions, was to help to maybe have some accountability. That if I have a few people watching it and being like, hey, you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, then that might motivate me to start doing it again. So I've been struggling the past couple of weeks though, just because of my sinus issues, and I've been craving sweets the last couple of weeks. So I got a couple of little desserts to have a couple of nights during the week, hoping that will satisfy my craving. I've been wanting like a pudding-y type thing, like either a banana cream or like a Boston cream type thing. I don't know why. That's what I've been wanting. But luckily at the grocery stores you can pick up like a slice of a little pie or something instead of buying an entire thing, which it might be $3-4 for a slice, but I'm not spending like 6 or 7 on a whole pie and then eating the entire thing because I don't want it to go bad. So I just really try to not buy a lot of like snacky foods. There are some chips that I like. The bad thing is, if I have a bag of chips, I will eat it. Like I'll just be playing a video game and I'll just eat the shit out of some potato chips. So I try to not buy them very often. Maybe once a month I'll buy a bag of chips. I do have some pretzels here right now that have been here for this week, and I've eaten part of the bag. But yeah, I don't know, it's so hard to lose weight. There's a gym near me. There's a Planet Fitness near me that I want to check out, but I don't have my car right now. I have a rental car for this week that I rented, but But I'm only going to have that for this week, and then I won't have it. And I don't know when I'll have my car back, because I haven't heard when the engine's going to come in yet. So, that's what I've been struggling with lately. My weight, it seems like I'll do really well, and then my weight just seems to just fluctuate like crazy. I need to get my Ring Fit for the Switch out and use it, but I've just been so busy I haven't had a chance to record and make these videos, between work and working on stuff on the house still. But so here are my numbers for weeks 11 and 12, and you can see, you know, from week 10 to week 11 I lost 1 pound. From when I started, I'm down 1.4 for week 11. Week 12, I gained 0.6 as far as the average, and then down 0.7 total from when I started. So it just fluctuates like crazy. Like you'll see on the Sunday of week 12, it was 286, and then this last Saturday, 281.2. So I don't know. It's frustrating, it really is. But as far as future videos, I have some house stuff that I'm working on. When I get those projects done, I'll have some videos on those. I have some little Legos that I've put together that I think are adorable, and I want to show you guys. I have some groceries, and yay, I bought groceries. It's weird. I know people like watching people show their groceries and like the grocery hauls, and I like watching those kinds of things too. I don't know why. And then also I bought Greg Doucette's cookbook, so I will be doing a review of the cookbook, what I think of it, and a couple of the recipes I'll have made. So that's all I've got for now. Not really much, but just a quick little update on what's going on with me. And I guess until next time, be safe and take care.